All right, we are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris, and this is my channel, We Love Comics, and I think I figured out what the problem was, so I apologize for the last video. I unplugged my router and replugged it in, and it seems that the health is green lit today, right now, as of now. So, unfortunately, I couldn't do that during the live show because it would have disconnected it, but I got it working now. Which is actually good because there's information that just came out, and when I saw this, my reaction is just like you see on the screen with Michael Scott. If you haven't seen that TV show, The Office, you got to watch it. But as he's screaming, no, I basically said the same thing. So I want to share this with you all. Let me know your opinion. And I think, honestly, this is a mistake on Marvel's behalf. But you guys can be the judge of that, so let me put on the internet so you can see. All right, so you're on the internet right now. So I'm going to read this, and I will post the link in the description once the video is uploaded. I'll put it in the comment section as well. But Marvel plans to destroy and rewrite its own history in March. And this is courtesy of CBR.com. And I'll read a little bit of it. Basically, it says, a new teaser from Marvel Comics alludes to the destruction of its own universe in March, beginning with changes to the origins of the Fantastic Four. The phrase, in quotes, the Marvel Universe is destroyed, accompanied the image, which begs the question, who really gave the Fantastic Four their powers? The bottom of the image again states, Marvel history is destroyed, with the date of March 2019 given. It's worth noting the background of the image contains the cover to Fantastic Four #1. So let me see. Okay, so here's the image they're talking about. Who really gave the Fantastic Four their powers? I think this is a big mistake. There's an old saying that says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And the fact that Marvel wants to rewrite, this newest version of Marvel wants to rewrite the history of classic characters, I believe is a mistake. And I will tell you right now, in my own personal opinion, I will not buy any of these books, because here's what will happen. Because remember, companies are going to base things not on what people say, but what they do. And they're going to base it on their sales. So if they end up putting out another new book, which I'm sure will start out at minimum of $4.99, if not more, and this ends up being a financial success to them, whether people like it or not, they're not going to care about. Whether you buy it to rip it up, they're not going to care about. They're going to care about the money they make. But if they see, wow, we redid their powers, we restarted the history of the Fantastic Four, now we could do that with Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America. Who's to stop them from all of a sudden changing everybody's origins to make it into some potential, SJW origin? Now, I'm not saying that's the case. It may or may not be, but the track record these days is more likely that to be true than unlikely. Let's hope not. But I think this is a big mistake and an absolute money grab that Marvel's doing. And this is coming from somebody who collects probably 90% Marvel. I would love to know what you think about this. I will post the link in the description, but they're basically saying, now, of course, this is March. That can change. So nothing is etched in stone. It could be something where they didn't get proper information. So I cannot say this is 100% going to happen. So keep that in mind, and anything can change, especially if the consumer makes a stand and messages Marvel and says this is a mistake, or they don't buy it. Because look at, like, for example, the Ghostbusters reboot. Whether you like it or not, that's for you to decide. But the majority of people did not go, they did not make money, and their franchise was stopped. So it's money that talks. So I will not buy this. And this is just another chance for them to make another #1 issue, another reboot. I'm honestly, and I know many people, whether they'll admit it or not, are getting sick of this stuff. So I would love to know what you think about this. I think that is a mistake to change their powers and their origins of how they got their powers. Some people might find it interesting. Again, just because I don't like it doesn't mean I'm saying you have to not like it. You have the right to your own opinion. But I honestly, in my opinion, thinks this is a mistake. And if this ends up successful, mark my words, that will open a floodgate for them to start changing origins. And what if all of a sudden DC sees all the money that Marvel is making from the sales of these books, and they decide, you know what? We're going to change the origin of Batman. We're going to change the origin of Superman. We're going to change all of the things that you love. We're going to change Wonder Woman. They probably won't touch Wonder Woman. But you see where I'm getting at? I think this is a mistake, and I would love to know what you think about this. So, luckily, the stream looks like it's working again, so I'm glad I was able to fix that. So I apologize for the other video. I couldn't refresh it while that was happening. I'm still showing a high encoding, so I guess maybe it is YouTube after all, but at least I got this out. I would love to know what you think about this. Leave your messages in the comments. I will put the link right here in the live chat, and when this uploads, I will put the link in the description. So check it out for yourself. Let me know what you think about this. I think this is a big mistake. I think this is something that is going to do more harm than good in the long term. Yeah, in short term, it will make Marvel a lot more money, but, you know, considering we love comics, they love the money. They'll tell you they love the comics. They'll tell you they love the stories, because, of course, that's what they have to tell you, because if they said anything opposite, that would hurt the shareholders, that would hurt the company. Just imagine if any of the heads of Marvel, while they make the next Marvel movie, says, oh yeah, this movie, we just did it as a cash grab, and it's not really, you know, the effort that we could have put in, and we did just enough to make you money. You think that might turn away some people? You think that might lower the value of the stock? So you got to think in a business perspective. I think this business-wise will make them a heck of a lot of money, but I think it will ruin, or potentially ruin, the characters that we love. So I love the origin of Fantastic Four. It should not be changed, and I think this is a dangerous direction they're going and could ruin a lot of characters down the line. So if you want to protect the integrity of the comics you love, no matter who the character you love or who the company is, this might be something that people need to say something about. So that's my opinion. Whether you agree with it or not, that's up to you. Think for yourself. Do your own research. And don't remember, it's not you, it's not I. It's We Love Comics. And we're going to do today's surprise subscriber shout out to Sequential Geek. Thank you always. And this one should be interesting.